Good morning, and here we are. Welcome back for another assembly. It's the first assembly of 2022, and we are ready to celebrate some good work today. So I've just been around to see the classrooms. It's been lovely to see some pattern making in reception in the Pines. There's some great writing going on in the Poplars, some lovely grammar work going on in the Redwoods, remembering about nouns and adjectives and verbs, and then in the Maples and Oaks and Cedars, some great maths work going on. Well, there's been some fantastic multiplication going on in both the Maples and the Oaks, and also in the Cedars you were looking at some history, some of the Bronze Age work as well. So well, it was really lovely to pop around and see all of that this morning. Now, as I said, it's the first assembly back this year. We're going to carry on with our virtual assemblies at the moment, but you will be back into mixing next week. In the playgrounds, we're still mixing a little bit, but key stages can start to mix a bit so that we can do our read writing, can start that up from Monday, and then we'll just keep an eye and see how things go as we have been doing for the last few months. Now, you might hear some banging and knocking and drilling going on. That's just down below underneath. There's some work going on as you've seen the builders that have been installing our new gate system. That should be done hopefully by the end of today, maybe early next week, and then we'll have a new way into school. So parents won't have to stand and telephone, and visitors won't have to stand and telephone. We'll be able to let them in from inside the school, which is really terrific. So that's something to look forward to as well. Now, shall we get on to some news? Attendance first. Attendance, you'll see these screens going through now. Attendance has been really tricky to maybe get 100%, but actually Redwoods have done it this week. A tricky time just in December, but now you're back to being flying. So Redwoods, you get the trophy this week. Congratulations, 100% attendance. And shall we have a look at some team points as well before we do the weekly winners? Let's see. In this week, well, the Dragons, who won at the end of the term 2, have started off strong again. You've got 67 points. You've flown off into the lead, but the Eagles are catching up, only 7 points behind. Phoenixes and Serpents, a little bit of work to do. And then hopefully you'll be able to catch up as well next week. Early days in this term, this is a 6-weeker, so you've got 5 weeks left to catch up with everybody, see how you can catch those Dragons. Now then, I want to talk a little bit about Fun Friday starting in Maples, Oaks and Cedars. We're trialling it in Key Stage 2 next week. So we will talk to you in the classrooms about this, but you will be able to pick an activity to choose that you'll be doing on a Friday lunchtime. And the Pupil Voice have helped to vote for those activities in Key Stage 2 to help us to come up with some really nice different things to do in your lunchtime. You like doing things like arts and crafts, or going on the tablets to do some of the computer games that you like Times Table Rockstars and some athletics and coding and different activities that you like to play on online games. Also, you might be wanting to go out and play football or bench ball or dodgeball. Now, Pupil Voice came up with some amazing ideas of things that we can do over the weeks. What you'll be able to do on Monday is sign up to an activity that you would like to do on Friday, and so long as you haven't hit red at any point on the traffic light during that week, you'll get the full 30 minutes of time in the Fun Friday zone. If you have hit red, you're going to lose 5 minutes. So the challenge really is for you to make sure that you stay in green, gold, or if you hit amber, make sure you jump back up to green as quickly as possible. So there we are. If you hit red twice, it's 5 minutes and 5 minutes that you're going to lose. That's 10 minutes that you'll have lost. So challenge is for you to make sure you don't make any choices that put you on red for the week. Okay. So I did want to thank all the parents and the children that attended the Read, Write, Ink and reading book session last night. So hard to do something like that on Zoom when Mrs. Howsam and I would really much prefer to have you in the hall with us or in the classroom with us. We did rush through, as you noticed, right to the end as we were running out of time. It whizzed through, and I probably would have shown parents a few more pages about the Oxford Owl reading online scheme. But I must say a big thank you to Miss Bellamy, because last night when we were doing the presentation to parents, Miss Bellamy sat and put all the children on with a username and a code name so that they can get onto the Oxford Owl reading books at home. And that means that what she's done is that every single child who is going to be reading their Read, Write, Ink book at home will be able to do a little reading quiz when they're at home with mums and dads. So that's fantastic. A really big thank you to Miss Bellamy. That's a lot of hard work gone into that. So I will send out the slides to parents and a little bit of a letter to go with it. And I'll also make a video to show you how to get onto the Oxford Owl reading page, because it's a really great new thing. And actually, we get to see how many books you've read and the quizzes you've taken and all those sorts of things as well. So it's a bit like the Accelerated Reader, but for the children in Poplars, Pines and Redwoods. So that's fantastic. Now, on to the weekly winners. So I'm going to be reading them off my screen here, and I've got to say a big well done to start with to Noah Williams in the Pines class. Noah, you were brilliant. You were throwing a beanbag into a hoop, but you were recording your results in a tally. So great skills with the beanbag, but more importantly, the maths work as well, fantastically. So 2 lessons in 1. We go into the Poplars. Congratulations to Casey Warren. Casey, what a great start back to work this week in school. You've been showing lots of independence. You've been trying everything that you've been doing to do to the best of your ability. And Mrs. Wheeler says, keep up the great work. You can hear the knocking as we speak, can't you? And now onto the Redwoods. Oliver Mills. Oliver, congratulations to you. You've been working really hard this week as well. Some excellent independent writing and also working hard in your maths. You've been a really positive person in the Redwoods class this week, so everybody's really proud of you. Well done. And then we jump into the Maples class, and a big congratulations to Freddie Mustel. Freddie, you have brought an excellent sense of humour to your learning this week, and we all know you've got a good sense of humour, and it's about finding the right times to use it, and it looks like you've done that this week. Well done. You've been using new mathematical language when justifying your answers to talk as well. So congratulations, well done, Freddie. Into the Oaks, and it's another boy. That's 4, 5 in a row so far. Lucas Hemingway, congratulations, Lucas. What a fantastic first week back. You've been working really hard. You've been trying your best in all of the lessons. You've been showing kindness towards other people and had a great attitude to your learning. And I must admit, when I saw the postcard that you'd written to your mum in your English lesson, that's probably the best piece of writing I've ever seen you do in all the years that you've been here. So congratulations to you, well done. And to finish off a full house, it is Ashia Dar in the Cedars class. It's well done for coming back this term to show a great attitude towards your learning this week. A great start to 2022. You've really shown that you're taking ownership and checking your work more carefully, and also challenging yourself to complete more in a lesson, which is really important. Congratulations, Ashia. So it only leaves me to go back to the fact that you wanted a pun because you like your pun of the day. So here we go for Friday. What do you call a piece of toast at the zoo? Bred in captivity. Some of you will get that one. Most of them go way over the top. Okay, there we go. That's it, everybody. Have a lovely Friday, and we'll see you around school.